Hello everyone, this is Dr. Weiss, and I'm going to do a video about transmutation. I'm going to keep it quick. I have some apatite pieces here, some merlinite pieces here. Kind of ignore all the extra ones. These are kind of going to be my display models. They have been tumbled, so they're kind of looking a little dirty. To give you an idea of what the pieces should look like, that is an end piece merlinite, clearly very vivid, and here's an example of some apatite. It's more solid, it's a little darker. If you look here carefully, like for this one, it's kind of raw, kind of fractalized, it's not unified. So we're going to do a little bit of transmutation work with these guys. I like working with these two crystals, apatite and merlinite, because they're very versatile. Not a lot of crystals can be really worked with on a practical scale with transmutation. Why does transmutation with crystals seem to work? I think it has to do with something that crystals are external mental proteins for our psyche, and they're able to interact with our body in the much way that amino acids would interact on the cellular level. These interact with us on the psychic level. So it's gotten a little deeper. It's a little hard to notice, I think, with the quality of this camera, and it's moving. But I'm going to, at this point, put some cannabis butter on it, because you got a good idea what it looks like. So further up the rate of transmutation. Now you might be wondering, well, it's wet now, of course it's going to look different. But it's going to kind of stay that way, even after I dry it off. Get some towel. So that's still it, and here's a towel. Still dark. Doesn't look quite as like it did before I started anything. Now this bad boy right here, very fractal. Looks different. And you might be saying, oh, because it's wet. No. Apatite, in my opinion, of all the crystals I've ever worked with, apatite works the best in reaction to cannabis butter. Because it'll unify. The little broken crystals will literally fuse together. Because something about and CBD butter is conductive to the bioelectrical energies that facilitate interaction between the human and the crystal. Let's do a little more. So you see this guy right here? Really not unified, and it's probably from the tumbling, but watch. Radically darker. it stays that way. After it's been dried. Let's do on some merlinite. I'm singing or muttering runes. So yeah, it's way bolder, but then again, it just got wet. But then dry it off. Dry it off. I know that side looks totally different than how it was earlier. And last but not least, we're just going to look at this crystal. And we're just going to transmute it directly with energy. Hopefully there's no cannabis butter on my fingers that will influence this process of transmutation, because I'd rather have this bad boy just change because I have the proper tools and intention and energy flow. Thanks. It's slow, and I don't know how gradual it is to see on this, but this crystal, how it is now, looks a lot different than these dirty ones. Get close up to this. So like these guys, they're dirty, but it's just because the crystals are broken down, not because they're actually covered in filth. Let's just do, see that guy, really? No, let's not use that one. Let's use, probably almost done, folks. So that one. Let's just get some canvas on that. Quite different. And dry it off. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This one is really far off. This is the last one we're going to do. This one's really far off from the tumbling phase, but it looks totally rough. And then It was very white earlier. And now it's going to stay that way. And that is it. Thank you for enjoying this little example of transmutation. You might be wondering, why is there this little vanity project in the first place? Well, I'm already convinced that I can do transmutation. But the thing is that being able to see something as possible is very important doing the performance of magic. This is ultimately the biggest important reason why we need gurus or masters or teachers. Not so much that we can get directed on the right path, but they can be like, see what is possible to help us decondition from the scientific bullshit that says certain things can and cannot be done. Anyway, we'll have a video next week. Love you guys. Bye.